Can you believe it? This is the second show from MCW. Well, this is a preview. You're doing the review, right?
Yeah, preview, review, everything. Yeah, we're both doing it.
But if you look at this actual card, though, high stakes from MCW, I mean, there's some pretty good talent.
Pretty good talent, pretty good matches as well.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of people we're actually familiar with. I mean, the main event is actually one person I've interviewed, but you've interviewed both.
Yeah, interesting. And do you know about that main event? There's going to be a wheel or something that they get to choose, or whatever it lands on, gets to choose which championship goes on the line.
Ooh, fascinating. I did not know that.
Mm.
So I've got a little promo video, obviously, for part of the show. Shall we have a look?
Yeah, go on then.
Why not?
Matt Hayter and Edward Dusk are polar opposites who can't stay out of each other's business. No more mind games and messages. It's time for the fists to do the talking. It started as a perfect pairing, but the Clydesdale has given the Physicals a forceful dismount from his stables. The Physicals want revenge, but who's going to ride with Clyde? Jarvis has had a return to the winner's circle recently, and Stevie Philippe makes his return with Ballroom Brawl looming close. It's the greatest versus the Phoenix. At New Horizons, we saw Nate Hunter secure a surprising victory, and he wants to ride it further. Lucas Fantasia is prepared to put his fate in the hands of the big wheel one more time in his quest for success. Step right up for MCW's craziest night of the year. Everyone wants Lady Luck on their side as we get ready for high stakes.
I'm not going to lie, that is a killer promo.
That is, and there's also some matches on there that's not like a part of it. If you get what I mean, like that's just some of the card.
That's literally that's at the bottom half of the card.
Yeah, but yeah, really good.
It's interesting because it's like you said. I mean, we've obviously done a lot of Australian talent and stuff, and a lot of these people I wasn't familiar with until we did the MCW versus OPW one.
Yeah, I was familiar with a fair few people, but May is a really big month for professional wrestling for Australia. It's like you got EPW, MCW, PWA, you got everyone going at it.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, there's a stellar card. We've got every match. We're just going to go through each individual thing and just talk about it, man. Are you ready?
Yeah, man.
Should we get this out of the way first? Let's get this. Erica Reed versus, is that Katie Lukes? Have I said that right?
I want to say yeah.
With a very special guest host who somebody we're very familiar with. But Erica Reed, do you know what I mean? I think she's incredible in Australia. I mean, what do you think?
Erica Reed's an incredible talent, and Steph Delander's coming back to be the guest host for the first time in an MCW ring/building since 2022.
Did you Google that?
No, I didn't. I saw it announced, but I know that anyway.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
so this is
obviously contract signings, like a contract signing never goes straight forward, does it? Let's be honest. They never just sign it and then walk away.
No.
But could this be a first?
Who knows? I mean, this is interesting though, because we're used to seeing these like on like weekly shows, but I don't think Australia's got like a weekly wrestling show.
No, it doesn't. Australia runs like every month or two, but the card that MCW do, PWA, anyone, like it's so good. They could go on a weekly TV.
Absolutely, and stuff like that. But you just said there, these are never going to go to plan. But what do we see happening here?
I see Erica Reed standing tall over Caitlin Luke, and I could potentially see Steph Delander getting a little bit physical. I don't know.
Who knows, right? It remains to be seen, eh?
Yeah, but we know a contract signing is never going to run smooth.
No, that's just from experience. So next up, and we kind of saw this in the promo thing, the Physicals versus Clydesdale and a mystery partner. This is a bit of an unknown territory for me because this is someone I'm not familiar with either. Also, I'm excited for this.
I've seen Clydesdale's work in PWA and MCW, and just look at his physique. He's got the physique of an outstanding guy. The physicals I'm not too familiar with, but when there's a mystery opponent, it could be anyone. I mean, yeah. This card is literally stacked. Like, you could get excited for the mystery opponent or the tag partner for Clydesdale. You could get excited for Steph Delander. You could get excited for the main event. You could get excited for Erica Reed and anyone.
Yeah, this is interesting because, like I said, I mean, because it is a mystery opponent, and because this is from my point of view, and I'll get your thoughts on it in a minute. It could be anybody, and then obviously for me, it's obviously learning. But what about you?
Could be anyone, and I mean, we saw the tag team match on the last show with OPW and MCW, the combined show, and it was really good. So tag team wrestling in Australia, I really love.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, I can't even say pick a winner because I don't know.
No, but Clydesdale's work is really, really good.
Okay. Next up is Jarvis versus Steve Phillip. Now, we saw Jarvis, obviously, in the last show. Really surprised me. Do you know what I mean? A bit of a high flyer.
Yeah, and it's also on the last MCW show as well. Obviously, him and Brooksy teamed up and then beat Duke Hansen and Robbie Thorpe. So Jarvis is going pretty well at the moment. He's on like a little winning streak. But we saw that little trailer. Stevie Flip, the way he can move. Fuck, this is going to be a good match. This has the potential to be the match of the night, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Interesting. I think you might be right. You know what I mean? But like I said, I mean, we still don't know. I mean, there's incredible talent, like you said, but I guess it remains to be seen, right?
Yeah, we saw Stevie Flip, the way he moved in that video, and I'm not familiar with him. But the more we watch of Australian stuff, it's gonna, you'll get to know it. But Jarvis is on a winning streak. Can Stevie Flip stop him?
Who knows, right? And the next one now, this is following on from the last show we actually reviewed, and it's Edward Dust versus Matt Hayter. If I remember rightly, you might have to correct me on this. Edward obviously attacked Matt after his match.
That's correct. They've had a little history at them two.
Again, in the video, I mean, do you know what I mean? Two different polar opposites.
Yeah, you can say that. But, yeah. I mean, this card, like, just the matches that are being put together, like Edward Dust versus Matt Hayter, this has the potential to be another match of the night as well. I think this card, right, this card, like, you could probably pick 2, 3, or 4 matches that could steal the show.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of them as well.
Now, if I remember rightly, you spoke to Edward?
Did. Very good man.
Is he very knowledgeable, man? Because I've not actually seen. That's the only interview I've not seen from yours yet.
You need to watch it. He's very knowledgeable. He knows his stuff. He's a really knowledgeable guy. Great in the ring. Good at cutting pro. He's just an all-round wrestler. Like, in my opinion, I would take him and put him in a Ring of Honor, TNA, MLW, anywhere.
Do we actually know how much?
Matt Hayter the same as well.
Do we actually know how much experience he's got?
Yeah, he's got. Wow, I don't know how much experience he's got, but he's been competing. I want to say it's 5+ years.
8 years.
I knew it was about 8. I just don't want to say and make myself look like a tit.
Yeah, 8 years and stuff like that. Mainly done, obviously, the Australian wrestling scene and stuff like that. But
and he's just faced James Hartnett.
Again, somebody we spoke to.
Yeah.
Now, this next one is one I'm looking forward to because I feel like in the last show, Lucas Fantasia really surprised me.
He really surprised me as well. But we also just seen on that clip that Nate Hunter, I'm not saying as a cheat, but likes to steal a win. So it depends. Lucas Fantasia's on a winning streak, like he beat Jesse Love. So this one's going to be too close to call.
He actually held his own against that match as well with Jesse.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, so we've got 3 more matches now. These are the matches which wasn't in the video package, and it's probably the 3 which I'm looking forward to the most. So first up is Water Rapids versus ATO.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, we saw the triple threat match at the last show, and Water Rapids. I thought they absolutely stole that match.
They really did. Like, the Water Rapids is probably one of the best tag teams in Australia. ATO, I'm not too familiar with, so I can't really comment on them. But I mean, look at their physique and stuff like that. This has got the potential to be a high flying match as well. And high flying matches and tag team matches, I love. So this could be any match on this card could be like match of the night, like steal the show, like yeah.
Who knows, right?
Who do you think could win this one?
I think Water Rapids retain. Do you know what I mean? I generally do. I mean, like I said, I've seen some of their work. That like I said, that last show we did with the MCW and OPW show, they absolutely stole that triple threat match. Do you know what I mean? I thought they were incredible.
Definitely, they did. But ATO could surprise us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you've got some people which obviously we're not familiar with, so anything's possible.
Yeah, that's very true.
So we've got 2 more matches to cover, then we can have a decent discussion. Shea Cassidy and Aisha. I mean, when I think of the Australian wrestling, Shea Cassidy she gets brought up every single time, let's be honest.
She does, and I think she is one of the best in Australia right now. So is Aisha, to be honest, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like Aisha and Mel, sorry, won the OPW Women's Tag Team titles on the last show. So on the last MCW show, Aisha broke a champagne glass over Shea Cassidy's head, which looked like it fucking hurt. Not gonna lie.
I saw that and I'm like, oh, that looks a bit painful.
Yeah, this one. I mean, we can do another video on this one, like predictions on who we think is going to win. But yeah, I know who I want to win, and I know who I think is winning.
You think Aisha's going to win, don't you?
I do. Aisha's going to win.
I think Shea. I generally do.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, let's do a prediction video then soon.
No, let's. Do you know what? I mean, we've got a bit of time. We're only 12 minutes, so we'll do our predictions. But yeah,
okay.
I'm just going to say this now. I think this is the match of the night. Generally,
you reckon?
I do.
I reckon the whole, like I've said this throughout this video, but the whole card is probably one of the best I've seen. Like MCW kills it.
Yeah,
and this sounds actually, to be honest, could be the match of the night.
I'm saying it now, and I'm saying it obviously live. I think this match will be the match of the night, and I think Shield's going to win.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Should we get into the main event?
Yeah.
Adam Brooks versus Robbie Thorpe. Now, this is a big one for me because obviously I've
Look, says it there. The big wheel will decide which championship is defended.
So that could be. Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got Intercommonwealth or the World Heavyweight. That is. Oh, it's possible there.
Yeah.
But what's this like for you to know that it's the main event of a show? You spot to both people, and basically any title could be up for grabs.
Incredible, to be honest, because like I've mentioned before, like the Australian wrestling scene is incredible, and I'm not saying it doesn't get the credit it deserves, but there's so much talent, like it's unreal. Adam Brooks, like phenomenal. Then Robbie Thorpe, born in Britain, do you know what I mean? The MCW World Champion. Like, yeah.
I did not know that.
It's incredible. This could go either way, but I think it was Adam on the last show pinned Robbie Thorpe the win, so this is why he's got the match. Yeah. But who knows? Because Rocky Monero is no longer the GM. Could he interfere in the match and cost Adam Brooks and make Robbie become the 2-time champ? Like, not 2-time champs, but 2-belt Robbie, we'll call it, which kind of has a ring to it. But anything could happen.
Robbie 2 belts.
Yeah, he's probably going to see that.
I mean,
But
the
yeah,
thing is, do you remember when we spoke to Adam Brooks? He spoke about obviously this match as well and how much it means to him.
yeah, definitely. I mean, Saturday, 23rd of May, it's going to be a really good show. And then obviously, if I think a week later or something, I think it goes out on YouTube. So we will watch it then, but we obviously will know the winners. But it's going to be a really good show. Top to
That's the
bottom.
thing. I mean, I'm not actually going to look at. I'm going to try and not look at spoilers. I know that's impossible sometimes.
Yeah, it is hard. But when you're following people on social media like Adam, Robbie, whoever else, and you press on the story, you'll see, oh, he's got the title. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Absolutely. So, we've got predictions. So I'm going to show you the matches, and then we'll go to the predictions. So we'll keep this one up. Brooks versus Sport. Which titles get up for grabs and who walks out?
It's a weird one because Adam Brooks is on a historical reign as the Inter-Commonwealth champion. I don't know how this wheel works,
Mm-hmm.
but oh fucking hell! I reckon the belt that's going to be put on the line is Adam Brooks, and I reckon Robbie's going to win. I don't want that to happen, but I reckon that's going to happen.
Do you know what? I think the same. I think obviously I completely agree with that. I think obviously Brooks' title is going to go on the line, and then Robbie's going to be Robbie. I just like the ring Robbie 2 belts.
Yeah.
So yeah, that for that one. Let's go back to this one. Shea Cassidy versus Aisha. I'm saying Shea's going to not win this.
Aisha's going to win this.
Okay, so we're thinking. I'm going to straight to the point. Water Rapids versus ATO. I'm saying Water Rapids.
Water Rapids.
Lucas Fantasia and Nate Hunter. I've got to be honest. I think Nate might steal it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Nate's going to win.
Dust versus Hater.
I want to say Edward Dusk, but I reckon this is my opinion is going to be the match, and I'm going to say Matt Hater, but I want Edward Dusk to win.
Okay. Jarvis versus Steve Phillip.
Jarvis is on a run for his life at the moment, which if he wins this, in my opinion, gets a future title shot. Whoever the world champion is, but I reckon Stevie Phillip's going to stop Jarvis.
Okay. And last
Who
one.
Are you saying?
I'm going to say
because you've been saying for the last two.
Sorry, my apologies. So I will say Dust for that one. I think Dust is going to get a victory on that. Jarvis is on a run. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think. And then the last one, I don't know. This is one which, because it's all unknown for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's just say the physicals.
Yeah.
I reckon a win for them would boost their career.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense to me. So
and then go on to the contract signing.
I've took the image off now.
Oh, okay. But what do you think will happen?
I think they're going to get physical, but I feel like they're going to get physical before they sign it, and then you're going to end up with Erica Reed signing the title over like I forgot her name now. Maybe mine's gone blank.
Nathan Luke.
Nathan Luke. Yeah, I feel like she's going to be stood over her just signing it. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, I feel that too.
So, what do you think the match of the night is going to be?
Fucking hell. I don't know. I reckon Brooke. I don't know. I can't call it. I'm going to give you my top two.
Okay.
I say fucking hell. Jarvis and Stevie Flip.
Mm-hmm.
And Aisha and Shea Cassidy.
Not to take away from the main event, but I think the Shea Cassidy and the Aisha one, and then I think the Dusk and Hate one's going to surprise a few.
Definitely. I reckon that too as well. It's going to be it's an interesting card, and it's really good.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, like, and the thing is, we've said this obviously in the last one. We want to obviously, preview a lot more stuff like this.
Definitely, and even review, predictions, whatever. Any pay-per-view that we can, we will.
Absolutely, and stuff like that. So if people obviously watching this want to go and check out, obviously, Melbourne City Wrestling, You will see the QR code on the screen. If you scan that QR code, that will take you obviously to their Instagram. Go check them out. I think their last show with the OPW is on YouTube now.
Yeah, it's been on 2-3 weeks now.
Shit, is that long? Is that really? God, that's flu, isn't it?
Well, it was already 2 weeks. I'm going to say 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. And stuff like that. Is there anything to admit before we head off?
No, man, just stay tuned for more Australian talent that we have coming on.
Absolutely. Shall we play that video again? Oh, I've took it off again. Damn it! Never mind. Because I've literally got all the images literally at the bottom. Do you know, like trying to like play them all, so I had to take a few off.
Fair enough, but yeah.
But yeah, go check out Melbourne City Wrestling. We've got loads of stuff obviously in the pipeline on that front. And yeah, Jordan, you can have the final say.
Support Australian wrestling because it is one of the best wrestling scenes in the world. And if you're not, you don't know what you're missing.
That's fair. There you go. Cheers for watching, guys.